Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I'm Valsa Williams with the midday news. The headlines. Campaigning for second phase of Gujarat Assembly elections to end this evening. Voting to be held on Monday. President Draupadi Murmu stresses on the need to create a healthy atmosphere for Divyangjan. Presents National Awards on International Day of Persons with Disabilities. Nation paying tribute to its first president, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, on his 138th birth anniversary today. Indian Navy aims to have Made in India security solutions for the country, says Navy Chief Admiral R. Hari Kumar. In Badminton Asia Junior Championships in Thailand, Indian shuttlers storm into semi-finals, assuring 5 medals. And in FIFA World Cup knockout stage to start today, Netherlands to lock horns with USA and Argentina to face Australia. In Gujarat, campaigning for the second phase of assembly elections will end today at 5 p.m. Senior leaders from all political parties are making last-ditch efforts to woo the voters. Voting for this phase will be held on Monday. A total of 833 candidates are in the fray, including 69 women. On the last day of the campaigning, several senior BJP leaders, including Union Ministers Smriti Irani and Purushottam Rupala, UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, are holding rallies and roadshows at various places. AAP leader and Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann, MP Sanjay Singh and local youth leader Alpesh Kathiria are also making last efforts to seek votes for the party candidates. Congress leader Raghu Sharma addressed a press conference in Ahmedabad and expressed confidence that his party would form a government in Gujarat this time. Rajya Sabha MP Shakti Singh Gohel, State Congress President Jagdish Thakur and other state leaders of the party are intensively campaigning in the poll-bound districts today. Our correspondent reports that Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel and 7 ministers from his government are seeking a mandate again in this phase of the polls. More from our correspondent.
Senior BJP leader and Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel is contesting again from the Katloria constituency this time. Kirti Singh Waghela, Nimishaben Suthar, Jagdish Pansal, Manisha Vakil and Kuber Bhai Sindor are also among the 7 ministers whose political fate will be sealed in the IVM on Monday. Besides, the election will also be decisive for youth leader Hardik Patel and Alpesh Thakur, who joined the BJP ahead of the election. For the Congress, the leader of the opposition, Sukhram Rathaba and Jignesh Mavani, Aam Aadmi Party leaders Bharat Singh Waghela and Bhemabhai Chaudhary are also in the fray. With Aparna Khund, Manaspatim Sharma, AR News, Ahmedabad.
President Draupadi Murmu today conferred the National Awards for the Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities for the year 2021 and 2022 on the occasion of International Day of Persons with Disabilities at a function in New Delhi. National awards for 2021 were given to 25 individuals, institutions and organizations, while for 2022 the national awards were presented to 29 individuals, institutions and organizations for their outstanding achievements and work done towards empowerment of persons with disabilities. These awards were given in various categories including Sarvashresht Divyangjan, Shresht Divyangjan, Shresht Divyang Bal and Balika, Sarvashresht Vyakti working towards the empowerment of Divyangjan and Sarvashresht Rehabilitation Professional Worker. Speaking on the occasion, President Draupadi Murmu said the objective of International Day of Persons with Disabilities is to promote awareness about the issues concerning disabilities. She stressed on the need to create a healthy atmosphere for Divyangjan.
अंतर्राष्ट्रीय दिव्यांगजन दिवस को मनाने का उद्देश्य दिव्यांगता से जुड़े मुद्दों के बारे में जागरूकता को बढ़ावा देना, उनके लिए एक स्वस्थ वातावरण बनाना है ताकि वे एक सम्मानजनक जीवन जी सके। वे बिना किसी भेदभाव के राजनीतिक, सामाजिक, आर्थिक, सांस्कृतिक तथा खेल जैसे गतिविधियों में भाग ले सके। ऐसे माहौल का निर्माण करना है।
The President said the government has taken several steps for the empowerment of Divyangjan.
सरकार द्वारा ग्वालियर में एक दिव्यांग खेल केंद्रों की स्थापना की जा रही है। उस केंद्रों में दिव्यांग खिलाड़ियों के लिए शिक्षा के साथ साथ उनके प्रशिक्षण के लिए अत्याधुनिक सुविधाएं होंगी ताकि वे राष्ट्रीय और अंतर्राष्ट्रीय मंचों पर प्रतिस्पर्धा कर सके। केंद्र सरकार ने देश के विभिन्न हिस्सों में अत्याधुनिक सुविधाओं से लैस 14 क्रॉस डिसेबिलिटी इंटरवेंशन सेंटर्स स्थापित किए हैं। श्रवण बाधित बच्चों के लिए MCERT की कक्षा 1 से 6 की पाठ्य पुस्तकों का इंडियन साइन लैंग्वेज में रूपांतरण पूरा हो चुका है।
Congratulating the awardees, the President hoped that people will get inspiration from them to bring positive changes in the lives of persons with disabilities.
मैं आज पुरस्कृत सभी व्यक्तियों को और संस्थानों को बधाई देती हूँ। ये पुरस्कार आपको दिव्यांगजनों के जीवन में सकारात्मक परिवर्तन लाने की दिशा में आपके उत्कृष्ट योगदान को मान्यता देने का एक प्रयास है। मैं आशा करती हूँ कि अन्य संगठन और व्यक्ति आपसे प्रेरणा लेंगे और आपका अनुकरण भी करेंगे।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has lauded the fortitude and accomplishments of Divyangjan on the International Day of Persons with Disabilities. In a series of tweets today, the Prime Minister said the government has undertaken numerous initiatives which have created opportunities for persons with disabilities and enabled them to shine. He said the government is equally focused on accessibility, which is reflected in the flagship programs and creation of next-generation infrastructure. The Prime Minister appreciated the efforts of those who are working at the grassroots level to bring a positive difference in the lives of persons with disabilities. The Tamil Nadu government has raised the monthly pension amount of differently abled persons from 1,000 rupees to 1,500 rupees from January next year. Announcing this on the occasion of International Differently Abled Day in Chennai today, Chief Minister M.K. Stalin said that more than 4 lakh differently abled people will be benefited by the scheme. The nation is paying tributes to its first president, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, on his 138th birth anniversary today. President Draupadi Murmu paid floral tributes to Dr. Rajendra Prasad at his portrait at Rashtrapati Bhavan. In a message, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar said Dr. Rajendra Prasad, one of the chief architects of modern India, played a pivotal role in shaping the destiny of the country. He added that Dr. Rajendra Prasad will always be remembered for his simplicity, integrity and compassion for all. Paying tributes, Prime Minister Narendra Modi in a tweet said Rajendra Prasad was a legendary leader who epitomized courage and scholarly zeal. He said Dr. Prasad was firmly rooted in the country's culture and also had a futuristic vision for India's growth. All India Radio will broadcast the annual edition of Dr. Rajendra Prasad Memorial Lecture today. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla will deliver the address. It will be broadcast at 9:30 p.m. across the entire network of All India Radio. Listeners can tune into 100.1 FM Gold, 102.6 FM Rainbow, primary channels of All India Radio, at the rate AIR News Alerts on Twitter, News on AIR official YouTube channel and News on AIR app to access the broadcast. Doordarshan News will telecast Dr. Rajendra Prasad Memorial Lecture from 10:30 p.m. onwards today. The theme this year is Amrit Kal Mein Bhartiyata to coincide with 75 years of India's independence.
आकाशवाणी का प्रतिष्ठित कार्यक्रम डॉक्टर राजेंद्र प्रसाद स्मारक व्याख्यान इस वर्ष का विषय है अमृत काल में भारतीयता, विविध रंगी सांस्कृतिक विरासत का सम्मान। वक्ता माननीय लोकसभा अध्यक्ष श्री ओम बिरला।
तमिलनाडु का भरतनाट्यम हो या केरल का कथकली या लखनऊ जयपुर का कथक हो या फिर असम का बिहू हो, ऐसी सभी शास्त्रीय और लोक कलाओं ने सामाजिक ताने बाने को मजबूत किया है। इनके जरिए हम एक रहे हैं।
सुनना ना भूलें 3 दिसंबर को रात 9:30 बजे आकाशवाणी के राष्ट्रीय नेटवर्क पर।
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. The Chief of the Naval Staff, Admiral R. Hari Kumar, has said that the aim of the Indian Navy is to have made in India, made by India and made for India security solutions so that it can strengthen the move towards Atmanirbharta. In his press conference today ahead of Navy Day, Admiral Hari Kumar said, as far as the optimization of budget is concerned, the Indian Navy is driving self-reliance and development of indigenous technology, and it has adequate funding for all capital projects. He said the Navy is following the motto of being combat-ready, credible, cohesive and future-proof force. He also informed that the Indian Navy has achieved very high operational tempo in the last 1 year. Speaking on the Agnipath scheme, the Navy chief said the first batch of 3,000 Agniveers, including 341 women sailors, have been inducted and their training has begun in INS Chilka from this month. Directorate of Enforcement ED has searched 17 premises across Mumbai and Nagpur, covering office and residential premises of various persons involved in smuggling of betel nuts of Indonesian origin. Betel nuts were smuggled mostly through Indo-Myanmar border. The ED took the action under Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002. ED, in a statement today, said it initiated the investigation on the basis of CBI FIR in Nagpur in the matter. As per the FIR, many Nagpur-based traders and connivance with various public servants were indulging in smuggling of substandard betel nuts of Indonesian origin. Udaipur city in Rajasthan will host the first G20 Sherpa meeting from the 4th to the 7th of December 2022. The meeting will be presided over by the Indian Sherpa Amitabh Kant. The Sherpa are the personal emissaries of the leaders of the members of the G20 group. They oversee negotiations over the year, discussing agenda items for the summit and coordinating the substantive work of the G20. India formally assumed the presidency of the G20 on the 1st of this month. The G20 represents almost 85% of the global GDP, about two-thirds of the world population, and over 75% of global trade. The United States yesterday designated China, Iran and Russia as countries of particular concern under the Religious Freedom Act over severe violations. The U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said North Korea and Myanmar are also included in the list. The other countries designated as countries of particular concern were Pakistan, Cuba, Eritrea, Nicaragua, Saudi Arabia, Tajikistan and Turkmenistan. Algeria, the Central African Republic, Comoros and Vietnam were placed on the watch list. Mr. Blinken further said around the world governments and non-state actors harass, threaten, jail and even kill individuals on account of their beliefs. Indian shuttlers have confirmed winning 5 medals at the Badminton Asia Junior Championships in Nonthaburi, Thailand. Unnati Huda, Jnana Dattu and Anish Thopani marched into the semi-finals to assure themselves a medal in singles of the tournament. In the doubles, pairs of Arsh Muhammad and Sanskar Saraswat and Bjorn Jason and Atish Srinivas PV also confirmed podium finishes for India. Unnati Huda, the junior world number 4, outclassed South Korea's Min-ji Kim 21-15, 21-18 in the under-17 women's singles quarterfinals. Top seed Unnati Huda will now face Japan's Milon Yokouchi in the semi-finals. Jnana Dattu and Anish Thopani also registered victory in the under-15 men's singles quarterfinals against their Indonesian opponents in 3 sets each. 7-seeded Jnana Dattu got the better of 4th-seeded Raditya Vardhana 21-11, 13-21, 21-11. Anish Thopani claimed a 22-20, 19-21, 21-12 win over 5th-seeded Glenn Drumandor to confirm a semis berth. In FIFA World Cup, the knockout stage will begin today. Netherlands and the United States of America will meet in the first round of 16 match at the Khalifa International Stadium today. The match will begin at 8:30 p.m. IST. The Dutch have not been beaten in Qatar 2022 yet. After getting off to a winning start against Senegal 2-0, it drew against Ecuador before hammering in 2 goals again against the hosts. USA too are unbeaten, having played out 2 draws against Wales and England first before pocketing a 1-0 win against Iran. In another match, Group C topper Argentina will face Group D runner-up Australia at 12:30 tonight. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Campaigning for the second phase of Gujarat Assembly elections to end this evening. Voting to be held on Monday. President Draupadi Murmu stresses on the need to create a healthy atmosphere for Divyangjan, presents National Awards on International Day of Persons with Disabilities. Nation paying tribute to its first president, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, on his 138th birth anniversary today. Indian Navy aims to have Made in India security solutions for the country, says Navy Chief Admiral R. Hari Kumar. In Badminton Asia Junior Championships in Thailand, Indian shuttlers storm into semi-finals, assuring 5 medals. And with that, we end the midday news.